Hey everyone, this is the Gadget Guru. This is gonna be a I guess Gadget deck talk from last format to this format, their transition in the meta, and something about the anti-meta becoming the meta. I mean, it's very interesting. Last format, or well, for the last, I don't know, you could call it like last 12 formats or something. Yeah, last 12 formats. Gadgets have been anti-meta. That's what they've been called. Fossil Dyna, Oppression, Bottomlesses, Compulsories, Trap Holes. They were called anti-meta. They were the, anti to the meta, to be blunt. And they weren't that much of a threat. This format, however, it totally changed. The anti-meta became the meta. Literally, it went from you had 2 Gadget players to 20 or more in a regionals. And that kind of growth is unheard of. Like, it's so ridiculous and not even funny. The 2 cards that sealed the deal were Machina Fortress, which is a 7-star, or yeah, I think he's 7. I don't know. 7-star, 2500 beater, and then you can special summon him by discarding him and another machine, or just 2 machines. And then, when he's targeted, you look at your opponent's hand, discard a card for free, and when he dies, he drags another monster to the grave. So he's so good, because he's like, oh, you're going to kill me with a Goyo? Okay, I'm going to drag you to the grave. It's like, okay, you're going to kill me with this, I'm going to drag you to the grave. It's so crazy. And then they gave us Machina Gear Frame, which basically says, hey, guess what? You summon me, I'm an 1800 beater, which searches this. I'm a Stratos for gadgets. Whee! So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, it honestly is. It redefined the meta. And it made gadgets like one hell of a force to be reckoned with. Now, don't get me wrong, also in this meta, the build that uses Fossil Dynas and Royal Oppressions is just kick-ass. Like, it's crazy. I mean, you had one, I mean, it's not as abundant as the ones playing this, because these are easier to get. These are like starter deck cards. Everyone's like, oh, I have 3 of these, I have 3 of these, I have 3 of these. And they think these are better. But, these are, I think, equally as good. A lot of times I get asked, which would win between the 2? Like, do I think this one is better than that one, or do you think that one is better than that one? And to be completely honest, I think, it all depends on the draws. This one definitely has an advantage over this one, because this one runs 1800s, which are bottomless bowl, trap holeable, stuff like that. And it runs big things that you can negate the special summon of, like him, Fortress. And you've got that kind of stuff to stop special summoning. So, I think this one has a little bit more advantage. But then again, this one has like more beat stick power. So you can't really. It's so hard to say, who will win, who will win. You have to play it out. And in my experience, it all just depends on the draws. Whoever draws better wins, and whoever's better side deck. That's another very interesting thing. Last format, Cyber Dragon was just a simple beater card. Look, I'm a 2100 beater that you summon and attack them, and yeah, etc, 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 etc. Yeah. Now this format, it's like a total tech card. Like, all these decks are side decking this bitch for gadgets. They side deck it and just summon Chimera Tech, shit like that. So it went from like a beater card and a tribute to a side deck material for going against gadgets. I mean, it's crazy. The anti-meta became the meta. And I think that shows the absolute power of gadgets. I mean, just to be honest, it's like for the last 12 formats they've been anti-meta. People are like, "Oh, what the fuck is that deck? That's annoying. That's stupid. Blah 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 blah." Then this format, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's gadgets. Let's go hard on this shit." Nobody can stop this, and pretty much that is in a way true. I mean, yeah, can it be stopped? Duh, any deck can be. But, like, from what I saw at my regionals and what I've been seeing at other regionals, this deck is going crazy. It's saying, you know what? No, fuck you all. I'm just going to sit here and run your ass over all day. So, definitely, if you're going to the Shonen, I would say side 2 to 3 system down. No lies. And maybe 2 Cyber Dragon. Maybe even as far as 2 Divine Wrath. Divine Wrath I like because it kills gadgets and it kills Sinker Cat. So, that's just my opinion. But, no, but seriously, if you're going to the Shonen Jump coming up, New Jersey, you're gonna want to watch out for this deck. This deck is gonna be one of the good decks there. It's gonna be one of the top decks there. Am I predicting this deck will top? I am almost guaranteeing at least. I'll say 2 gadgets. I'll say at least 2 gadgets are gonna be topping, because this deck is just so crazy in this format. Let's put it this way: if the gadgets don't top, I'll be very surprised. I'll be very surprised. If you're asking me, well, which version will top? I don't even know. Like, it could be Fossil Dyna Oppression, or it could be Machinas. Everyone calls them Mechana. I was told it's pronounced Machina, but I don't think it matters. So don't get all Nazi on me with my pronunciation. Freaking spelling Nazis. But anyways, so I run Fossil Dyna Oppression. That's the gadgets I run. But I'm saying right now, just because I run this does not mean this is not good. This deck is good. Like, it's crazy good. I mean, this guy is so freaking broken. Like, I can't even imagine it, dude. Because, I mean, if you brain control him, okay, I look at your hand and I see I get to discard any one card from there automatically. If you Icarus him, same thing. If you mind control him, same thing. If you target him, he looks at your hand and says, okay, free discard. You're like, what? So, I mean, he's crazy good right now. And, then you got the little 1800 4-star searcher. It's like, I'm a Stratos, which searches this guy who could be special summoned, and yeah, you're screwed. So, it's some crazy shit, honestly. So yeah, this deck is definitely gonna be crazy. But yeah, basically this thing was about how gadgets have changed from last format to this format. The anti-meta became the meta, which is crazy. I mean, that's almost unheard of. 90% of the time, if a deck is meta, it stays meta. If a deck is anti-meta, it stays anti-meta. I think the fact that gadgets were able to go from anti-meta to meta in one format just shows, how versatile they really are. So all you players going to Show and Jump New Jersey, good luck. Don't get sacked the shit out of by gadgets, because you will be mad all day long. And really, that's all I got to say. I mean, gadgets, this format rock. Yeah. So I'll end that with it. I'll end this with that. Alright, this has been the Gadget Guru, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.